and happy Halloween to be. As per special request, somebody asked me to post my top 10 movies to go to for Halloween. What movies am I watching on Halloween? What movies am does my family request the most for Halloween? And it's like a modge podge of oddness, okay? Forget about the kids movies that they ask for, like Casper or Edward Scissorhands or Nightmare Before Christmas, stuff like that. But we're talking about the straight up horror type movies, the movies that I would keep in my horror collection, the ones I would classify as horror, okay? These are the ones that are a must see for Halloween season that we have to, there's like a chart. There's like a chart we go down and we have to watch. Now, you're not going to agree. You're not going to agree with everything that I pick. You're probably going to be like, nah, I go right to this first. But I'll explain to you why we go to the certain versions or certain remakes or whatever. There's a certain reason. There's a formula to my madness, and my kids have, I guess, the same formula, because they come up to me and they're like, this is the one we want to watch, and this is a specific reason why we want to watch it. There's a reason, okay? Movies and memories, I think maybe it goes by the way that I showed it to them when they were younger. Maybe just interest. Let's get to it. So we're gonna go backwards from number 10. Number 10. Yes, my number 10 pick is Stephen King's, Stephen King's Silver Bullet. Yes, the reason why I'm looking around, because I didn't know if I grabbed, this is the actually, what this company made this thing, the Umbrella version of it, but I also have the Scream Factory version, but I just grabbed this one because it was on top. Silver Bullet, great werewolf movie starring Corey Haim, Gary Busey. If you have never seen it, this is a Halloween must. It's like a staple in Halloween. It's a fun, I would like to say fun family movie, because I've been showing this movie to my kids for years. They've never been affected by it. The graphic violence, there's like 2 or 3 scenes that when they were younger, I would kind of just fast forward by it. But throughout the years, as they got older, they watched it. They don't get too worked up over the graphic, bloody werewolf scenes. The werewolf here looks like a big cuddly teddy bear, but the story itself is a great Halloween tale, and it's one of my absolute musts. I mean, this is not only one of my favorite horror movies, but it's how we start the Halloween seasons, by watching Silver Bullet. Okay, we have to watch Silver Bullet because that's how we start the Halloween season. Now, it might be a little strange. You're like, okay, well, we like to start with Halloween, but that's not the case over here. So this is where we go. So number 10, Silver Bullet, starring Corey Haim and Gary Busey. In my head, I wanted to say Nick Nolte so bad. The next one, 9. Little strange. This is an Arrow video release. For years and years and years, I was watching my DVD copy with the kids, and the DVD copy was like one of these that you would find at like a Ocean State job lot or a Big Lots. This was just a low quality DVD quality, so I was really, really happy that Arrow video released a copy of The Stuff. Now, once again, I'm talking sitting with the family Halloween movies. Okay, this is what I need to specify. This is not just straight up like I'm gonna lock myself in the bedroom and watch a Halloween tale or something extremely scary and extremely messed up that's gonna pollute their minds forever. No, this is stuff that we can sit down as a family. They request it, we sit down and we watch it. And The Stuff is another one. This was one very, very easy. It's about almost like a yogurt that's coming to life. I mean, it's coming to life. People are eating it, and it's kind of taking over their bodies and souls of some sort or whatever. And other companies are trying to figure out what's in the stuff. Okay, but the stuff is actually, I don't want to ruin it for you. If you've never seen The Stuff comes from a very strange place. But for some reason, once you get a taste for the stuff, you need the stuff. You crave the stuff. You wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna eat the stuff. And this is another one that the kids, they enjoy watching The Stuff. So we break it out every year. We go like, hey, we're gonna watch The Stuff. Yes, of course we're gonna watch The Stuff. It's Halloween season. It's time to watch The Stuff. Okay. If you can't find this format, I mean, I'm not big on streaming and anything, but I want to say that I did watch it one night. I was up late at night, and I was like, I don't want to start searching for this thing. And I want to say that either Pluto TV or one of those Tubi TV, one of those non-paying streaming formats had it on with commercials, of course. But you know, sometimes I don't really have a problem with the commercials. It kind of brings me back to my childhood. I think probably the first time I ever saw this stuff was probably with commercials on like a channel 56 a TV show type thing there. I want to say Creature Double Feature, but I don't believe it was a Creature Double Feature. I believe it came on later on at night. But I do remember watching it on like a channel 56 or 64, and I do remember it being with commercials. So I really don't mind streaming it with commercials. I'm not a streaming guy. I was just lazy. I was lazy that night. But The Stuff is another one that we go to, and that would be number 9. Okay, number 7. Number 8. Wow, I can't count. Okay, number 8. Number 8 on my list is one that the kids absolutely love, and I enjoy it too. At first, when I first saw this movie, I was kind of like, "Wow, that's odd. That's odd." But now it's like it's kind of like The Stuff. It's an acquired craving that I have every Halloween season, and the kids are like, "Well, we're gonna throw this in. We're gonna sit there and watch it." And usually, my other daughter doesn't live here. She'll come over to watch it and everything. We'll sit down and watch it. Sometimes, usually, watch this on Halloween night when we used to trick or treat, and then the kids would come home with the candy, and of course we're sorting through the candy, looking for the razor blades and the pins and the needles and all the other stuff that they tell you that might be in candy, which unfortunately to this date, well, maybe not unfortunately, but maybe I shouldn't say unfortunately, but to this day, I have yet to find a razor blade, a needle, a syringe, or anything whatsoever in my kids' candy. They've survived 20 plus years, and they've been pretty safe. So whatever these neighborhoods are that are giving you the rusty razor blades, I don't know. I don't live there. That's not where I live. Comment below if that's where you live. Hey, yeah, one day I choked on a rusty razor blade. And again, if you choked on a rusty razor blade, you're probably not going to be able to comment, but you know what I'm talking about. It's another Arrow video release of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Once again, you're probably like, this is not a horror movie. This is not horror. I'm not scared. Listen, this is what you want to sit down with the family. There ain't nothing going on in this movie that's going to disturb your children unless they have a fear of clowns. I don't think it's going to put the fear of clowns, because these clowns here are pretty funny. It's like 3 clowns, and they shoot you with cotton candy guns, and they turn you into cotton candy. And is it grotesque? I don't remember anything being overly grotesque in this film. I remember the kids really, really enjoying it, laughing and having a good time. Now, maybe my kids are a little bit more messed up than your kids, but as far as family horror movies go, this is another go-to family horror movie. This is what we watch on Halloween. And this was number 10, 9, 8. Okay, number 8, yes. Okay, number 8. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Number 7. And I don't want you to kill me on this one, okay? Because I am a huge Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan, and my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre is Part 1, okay? But come Halloween time, my family, it's just for some reason they prefer to watch the remake. Be honest with you, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but the remake stands right on the side of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Some remakes are just not good. They're just not good, but for some reason I enjoyed this remake, okay? You might not. Comment below if you do not, but as far as sitting down with the family and watching a Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Halloween, this is the Halloween Texas Chainsaw Massacre that we go to. This is they enjoy this one. I think it's because it has just Jessica Biel in it. I think it's because of their age, and they knew who Jessica Biel was. Maybe it's a little more relatable for them. But we go with the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is number 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes. Well, you know what? I'm gonna get this right yet. Number 7. The reason why I'm running into problems because the way I have this stacked up is so I can explain things. And when I'm going to go to grab and explain things, there's not actually 10 discs here. There's more than 10 discs. And you'll see as soon as I get to it. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, is number 7. And this would be number 6. And this is the one that we go to. And this is the Rob Zombie Halloween. Part 1, not Part 2. Part 1. We don't know. I don't even remember Part 2. I think I watched it like once, and then I haven't gone to it again. And you're going to say, well, why don't you go to the original Halloween? Well, I'm going to get to that. But the Rob Zombie Halloween, personally, myself and the family, we like the way that they depict the story of Michael Myers. Like he explains how Michael Myers became Michael Myers. And I think that's why we go to this one, is because we like the storyline behind what happened to this kid to make him turn into this thing, you know, the shape. What made him turn into this lifeless type being that just doesn't care and just kills and kills and kills. And I think Rob Zombie did a really good job of remaking I wouldn't know what I don't wouldn't even classify this Halloween as a remake. I always classify it as Rob Zombie's Halloween. It's his depiction of a Halloween story. And to me, this is what we go to at Halloween. And this would be number 6. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Then we're going to go number 5. Number 5 is a favorite of my entire family because of one character that was introduced to the franchise that has not come back to the franchise, and I don't even know why. Okay, I have autographs from this guy. I'm a big fan. I have bought, I think, pretty sure every movie that he's been in, even if he does like cameos, just because he's in it, because he's just so charismatic and awesome. And they enjoyed this story at Halloween time, and it is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Now this is the cheaper version. What is this? MGM release, whatever. I have the Scream Factory version. Once again, I didn't want to dig it out. It doesn't make a difference. I just want to let you know that number, what are we at here? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, number 5 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and it's all about the chop top. That's what it's about. It's about the chop top, and to be perfectly honest with you, the Leatherface in this thing, he's got more emotion. I feel like they give you more emotion with this Leatherface. You feel for this. I mean, he falls in love in this movie. I mean, this is Leatherface in love, and maybe that's why they like it. The two yuppie kids in the beginning is kind of comical. This is more of a comical type horror movie. You know what I mean? Maybe it takes it a little. I think they enjoyed it because maybe it takes it easy. You know, it takes it easy. There's not so much like just the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just the feel of it, the raw feel of it. This doesn't have that. This has more of a comical, funny vibe to it, you know. And the Chop Top character is awesome, and the jump scares in this thing. I mean, if you've ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, when Leatherface comes out of that album room, the record room, or whatever, as many times as myself and my kids have seen this movie, when he comes when Chop Top's having the conversation, and then all of a sudden he comes flying out of that room, revving that chainsaw. I hope I'm not ruining for anybody that has not seen this. If you haven't seen that, I apologize, but you're gonna jump and you're gonna be scared anyway, because for some reason I've seen this movie. I've lost track, and every single time the jump scares, when he comes out of that thing, I still like, whoa. I know it's happening. You're just waiting for it, but it's so. And if you're like me, and this is the way I am with my kids, I crank that TV. I put the volume up as loud as I can, so that way when that chainsaw goes roaring and he comes flying out of that thing, somebody on the couch, chair, floor, they're gonna jump. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre number 5, right? Number 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, I do apologize for the counting. Okay, so this is the reason why I'm all kind of messed up over here, because it's not 10 discs. Number 4. Number 4 comes from this Blu-ray box set. This is what we go to grab when I go to grab it. But this is Nightmare on Elm Street, the franchise, but I can't stand this set. It's not that, okay, let me get this clear. It's not that I hate it. It's what we got. It's what we got right now. And where is Scream Factory going to step in, or Arrow, or somebody, and going to give Freddy Krueger his respect due, because these movies on top of movies in this cheap, I'm not saying cheap, just a terrible packaging. It's just like it's like, I don't know. Freddy is like Jason, is like Michael Myers, like Chuck. He deserves a box set. Where is it? So I wanted to show you this just to get to this. And when we watch a Nightmare on Elm Street movie on Halloween or Halloween time, the request is not for a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. It's not for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. It's for this one, which came out of the box set, which just makes this number 4. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Warriors. Or as my kids like to call it, the fantasy, Harry Potter-ish Nightmare on Elm Street. Personally, I gotta throw it out there. This is a fun movie. It's fun. This one's fun. I mean, when each character gets their own power at the end, it's just fun to see how they try to defeat Freddy. The storyline, I think, is great. I think Freddy's makeup is pretty dang good in this one too, and I have always loved it. Matter of fact, I think this is the first Freddy movie that I've ever watched in the movie theater. I was old enough to watch it in the movie theater because the first one came out, I was a little bit younger. And the second one came out, and I don't think I really even cared. Plus, the second one got really bad reviews, so I wasn't too excited about Freddy yet until this one came out. This was the one that got me excited about Freddy. When I saw this in the movie theater, I was like, wow, this guy is scary. This is some good, scary, fun stuff. And just the fact that you could, I mean, if I had to be in a Freddy movie out of all the Freddy movies, it would be this one. I mean, it's the one with the best shot. I mean, you go into the dream, and you're gonna empower yourself with your whatever your fantasy is to try to defeat him. I mean, even though it doesn't work for everybody, it's pretty cool. And they always ask me, I want to watch the Dream Warrior. That's the one I want to watch. They absolutely love this one. Good Halloween movie to watch. That was number 4. All right. Let me make sure I got the 3 left. So I'm right on this. So that's number 4. Number 3. Here we go. The original Child's Play. The original. Okay. Sometimes they go, I want to watch The Bride, Dad, or I want to watch The Seed. They like those because they're funny. They're just fun and funny. They like The Seed because they laugh through the whole thing because that's just a joke. The Bride is cute. I mean, they turn him into Chucky. He gets put back together, and then then all of a sudden he turns her into his bride. And they like that kind of stuff. But the original one brings us back to childhood, from probably their first Halloween. I remember sitting my daughter when she was old enough to understand these movies on my lap and watching this movie from beginning to end. And when Chucky dies at the end, when he's on fire and they shoot him and he dies, she cried her eyes out. She cried. She was like, no, don't kill Chucky. She loved this doll so much, and we would watch this movie over. If you have kids, you know what it's like with a certain movie. Okay, they every day they ask for, can we watch this? Can we watch this? And every day you sit there and you watch them to the point where you're like, wow, I can't believe I watched that so many times. And Child's Play, the original one, was the one to go to. And now on Halloween time, this is the one we throw in. And you gotta admit, it's got a cool feel to it. You know what I mean? It's got a cool Halloween feel to it compared to the other Chucky movies. It just has a cool feel. It's like it should be there at Halloween time. The other ones are kind of like, if you put on your TV and it shows up, you're like, okay, I'll watch it. But this one is like the one that, I don't know, it just gives me that. This is number 3, the original Child's Play. Number 2. Again, we're getting to the end here, 2, and then I'll give you my number 1 Halloween movie to watch with the family that ain't gonna mess them up, but you're gonna enjoy it. Now this one's a little bit tough to explain, and now the new Scream Factory releases of this movie have this version on it. I did not know originally. I checked into it, and they do have it. So if you have the Scream Factory release, you're gonna be able to find this. But I'm gonna show you this one because I have the DVD. But we do go to the Blu-rays now, and it is let me get this clear here, the original Halloween, but this is the extended edition, featuring 12 minutes of extra footage shot for television. So what I have in my hand here, and I'm going to explain why we watched this one, is pretty much the television version of Halloween. The original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, the television version. Why do we watch this one every year? Because I have been such a horror fan for years and years and years. And when my kids were little, I wanted them to see Halloween, but I did not want them to see the Halloween with the stuff going on that they're not supposed to see. And I didn't want to fast forward past my classic to show them just the good stuff. You know what I mean? I wanted them to see, I want to push play, sit there with them and enjoy, make some popcorn, watch some Halloween, break out the Reese's Pieces. That's what we're going on here. So I ended up buying the extended television version, which has, what did I say, 12 minutes of extra footage. But doesn't really, it's actually cool extra footage. Like sometimes when they add extra footage for TV shows, they ruin the movie. Well, that's not the case for this one. That's the way I feel. They didn't ruin Halloween for me by adding 12 minutes of extended stuff. But what they do is with the 12 minutes, they get rid of other stuff and add in the 12 minutes, the filler. It's like a filler. So that way they could have got the whole hour and a half, 2 hours for TV, probably with commercials and everything. So they they put this filler stuff in it, but the filler stuff works. It's not like one of these things where it's like what is it, Snakes on a Plane, where they got Samuel L. Jackson going, "Get me these monkey hungry snakes out of this, monkey hungry," or whatever he says. It doesn't make sense. This one makes sense. And so when they were younger, I had to go out and buy this version so I can watch with them, because I wanted them to get the Michael Myers experience without the sex and drugs and swears and stuff, okay? I was trying to be a good father, you know what I mean? And you're probably saying, but you had them watch all these horror movies. Yeah, I love horror movies, okay? And I want my kids to love horror movies, and I don't think there's anything wrong with watching a horror movie, especially at Halloween time. So, number 2, the extended version of the TV version of Halloween. Did you get all of that? Number 1. And my personal favorite to go to for Halloween time. And this is not one that the kids are like, "Hey, let's watch this. Like, we got to watch this. Let's watch it." I'm like, we're watching it. That's just the way it goes. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Okay, this is Halloween. This is the movie that it shut the lights off. Okay, you make your popcorn, shut the lights off, crack a window on the October night when it's nice and cold. Crack a window. Yeah, I'm telling you, shut the lights off. Crack a window. You will not be sorry for this experience that you're about to have with your family. Put the TV on. Mine's a little varies there. You don't need to put the surround sound on. You can if you want, but I usually put my TV on around 25 or 30, so that it's just perfect. That's my TV. I know every TV is different, but this is my. I'm running you through my ritual of Halloween, and the movie is the original Night of the Living Dead black and white classic. Okay, I love the remake. I like the one with the Bill Moseley. I thought it was great. Nothing against that, but the black and white original feel of Night of the Living Dead. If you are like me and you immerse yourself in your movies, and my kids also too, we sit here and we're in that house with these people trying to figure out how we're gonna get out alive. And there's that guy in the basement that's driving us crazy that we want to kill. We want to kill that guy in the basement. We want to kill him, get him out of our way, because he's annoying. He's annoying, and he's just in my way. You know what I mean? But as I'm watching, I'm like, why haven't they killed this guy yet? He's gonna mess everything up. Board up the doors. Figure out what you're gonna do. Like, I got this whole thing going on. But every Halloween, we have to watch Night of the Living Dead. Now, sometimes, granted, I put the thing on, and now that the kids are getting older, they go in different directions. Like, oh, we've seen this 1,000 times already. That's not, we're gonna move in a different. And I'm sitting there by myself. But hey, even if you're sitting there by yourself, lights out, windows open, nice cold October night, Night of the Living Dead is, to me, my personal favorite and number 1 Halloween movie to watch with your family. Okay, it's just great. I enjoy it. The kids throughout time have enjoyed it. Maybe not so much now because they're getting older, but we lose that. But my top 10 Halloween classics for you to watch. Should I say with your family on Halloween time? I mean, nothing I told you here was so bad that if you sit down with your family and you explain things to them as we're going along, you can't get away with. My kids are in their 20s now. None of them have gone out and started wielding a chainsaw. I don't recall them running around with butcher knives, hacking up the neighborhood. And I definitely don't remember them locking themselves in a house and being attacked by zombies. I don't know. Cotton candy guns do show up, but I don't see any bodies hanging from cotton candies from my ceiling. So I'm pretty sure we're good, okay? And as far as the werewolves go, I can't stop that. With that said, my friends, please do me a favor. Please hit the subscribe button. If you made it this far, you watched this thing, you can see that I post all the time. Look at my other what am I looking for? Look at my other episodes. Should I call it episodes? Yeah. Look at my other episodes. I post at least 3 times a week. But I'm not getting the subscribers, man. I got 40,000 people viewed these videos, and I'm not getting the subscribers. So I need you to hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor. As you subscribe, I post more. It gives me the incentive to keep going and going and going. And I want to wish you a happy Halloween, and I will see you later.